Hello and welcome to the FUHSO Insiders podcast, your go-to source for all things FUHSO. I am Samuel Risku and I'm excited to be your host for today's episode. With me today is
Rida
and also
Winnie.
Welcome to the podcast, Winnie and Rida. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I look fine. That means I'm fine. Simple as it is.
Okay.
I look fine now, but I'm not fine.
Wow. Oh.
So you're doing the most.
The most completely. If this is your first time listening to the FUHSO Insiders podcast, this is the Monday School series where we talk about everything that's happened in FUHSO over the last week and also what we're expecting over the new week. FUHSO is Federal University of Health Sciences, Otopo, located in Otopo, Benue State. So let's get into the episode now. What do you have for us today? What do you have for our listeners today?
So we began this week with the remedial drill where the remedial students drew 0-0,
Yeah.
with the 300 level students. And then it was epic. It was epic because they had already given this whole speech. But to see somebody on the ground with their pride, that was very sweet. Let me not talk so
Who
much.
was on the ground with their pride now?
300 level students.
Oh,
of
jeez.
course.
Oh, sorry.
I feel like the result wasn't even that bad because, before they lost, but I think just because on the group and people were always talking big about how they were going to smash them and brutalize them and how they were going to, all those kind of stuff. So people had high expectations for them, but...
No, I never had high expectations. So I was actually waiting to laugh at them. So.
Hey!
And they eventually did. That's brutal, Winnie. That's actually brutal.
Also last week, the 300 level results came out for a lot of their in-courses from last year. The water situation that a lot of people have been suffering in FUHSO. And if you're an aspirant, I think you should try and get to the end of the episode because we have some things that you just need to hear.
We have actually a lot of things to tell you.
Just some tips in case you were preparing. Especially the new intake is coming in April, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So if you're an aspirant coming in, just wait, just try and hear and gain some information that I think will be very. When you listen to this podcast by me, you wow, thank God for the FUHSO Insiders.
Grateful. You will really be grateful.
Okay, now.
So, the water tankers have been playing with all stats. You reach the point in my hostel, they'll come and they will not even fill the tank. You bring your buckets outside and they'll fill it for you. So there's been no water. They're malodgers.
Oh, malodgers. Oh, Jesus. I'm about to open our nyash to the public. We have turned to jungle warriors. Because of water. I mean, when we hear the tanker coming, we run, we line up, we fight. At that point, it's every man for himself. Nobody even cares whether you just fight and get your bucket of water, fill your drums. People that have 2 to 3 drums in their rooms, fill everything out. Oh my God, it's just a lot, to be honest. It's a lot. And it's not funny considering the fact that they even bring this water every day. Yet the struggle is real.
Every day?
Every day.
Actually, it's almost every day. But it depends on how much water they bring. Sometimes they bring 2, enough for 2 tanks. Sometimes 1, sometimes 1.5, and every day is a new struggle.
If you want to see your baby true color now, just wait for them to bring water. You will see the animal in her.
That's actually the truth. You just forget fine girl, pack your hair up, pull your clothes and go and fight for that water.
So actually, Otopo is somewhere where there's not really that much access to water. I think it's because it's on a hill country and it's not really that much. So the school tries to bring tankers for us in our hostel. They bring almost frequently they bring tankers to fill up our tanks, and that's what most students use to bathe, wash, and do a lot of stuff. There are also a few wells, but the wells are not always, especially at this Harmattan time. It's dry season, so a lot of the wells have dried up. So there's a lot of pressure on the water to come, and as the girls have said now, it's just crazy at this point. I remember there was a time in Doctor's hostel there was no water for almost 2 days. You see guys going to every corner of Akmachi to try and source for water. This compound, there are some wells in that place that I feel for those families because the guys have so but the school is also supplying 6 hostels at this point, right?
Yeah.
How many hostels do we have? Yeah, Metro, Kings, Dandy.
And I think it's just one tanker that supplies all of us.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I've not seen any other tanker aside this one. And that is a lot of stress if you ask me. A lot of stress.
Yeah, I was just speaking to some guys from town, like Kings and Dandy guys, and they're like, they don't really have issue with water because they're in town, so like they're just like any compound that is around, they just find their way. But we will survive last.
We'll survive. That's just it. It will get to a point that washing will no longer seem so odd or like a ritual to us. Winnie, why are you looking like that? Well, in my hostel though, there are some days that we like. If they see you washing, they are like, how did you get this much water? Like, is it that the water is excess, overflow, that you're washing? You're actually watching.
The rich points when I know about again. Because...
But that's the thing. I mean, there were actually days that we skipped lectures just to fetch that water.
I think because there were actually days we skipped bath.
At that point, we're like, now person with a bath, they actually go lecture. Because
Rida, you're hiding something.
I'm not hiding anything. It's the truth.
The truth is that, like, I know you see people like around 4 a.m. or 6 a.m. Like they're already going to get fed. Just you need to not secure that bag, secure that water.
Yes, secure the water.
Secure the water.
And there are people that just don't even bother to struggle to fetch the water again. They just carry their jerrycans straight to school and fetch from the well and go back.
I know a lot of people are waiting for rainy season to start again.
Honestly.
Because I think a lot of these issues, they're not really issues once you get to that point. And also speaking on like the fact that we're at this point in Otada, I think some news dropped on the group very recently about us moving to the permanent site.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah. By our very own student reps.
Yeah. They sent a message that secular, I think a media publication about how at the end of 2024 we should have already been on to the permanent site. What do you guys think about that permanent site 2024?
To be honest, to me that would be a huge relief. It's just my opinion, no shades. It's my opinion because I don't know. I feel like the space the school is beginning to get too tight for the amount of students that are coming in. Like we actually need more space at this point, and the area. I don't know how conducive it is security wise, but I know I've been there before, so I can tell that it's an area where there is constant light and constant water. And for me, constant water. Please, I'm all in.
Yeah. I think the new set is coming in April. There's no way this place is going to contain them. Like, would they buy all the hotels in Otspo?
I don't know.
Yeah.
How many rooms? Like, which hostels? Lecture halls?
Like, us that are here, we're already struggling, having to take classes in the lab because of lack of space.
How many are we now? Said they squeeze all of us inside mini hall that day.
Are you serious?
How did that happen? How did that happen? Did you guys breathe?
Oh, okay, God. Some people eat onions.
Oh, that must have been a lot.
I was breathing in somebody's waste products. It was not funny.
Jesus.
Funny.
Sorry.
This is actually I can't mini hall.
Like mini hall.
And
you guys are up to 100 and something.
We're almost 200.
Almost 200 inside mini hall. Wow.
That's crazy. But I think they also shared some pictures of the permanent side, like some structures. You can see they've gone a long way with many of them.
Actually, they've made progress.
Yeah, and VC was there also. I don't think we've seen VC at school in a while, have we? But he was also like giving like positive updates generally. I don't know when his tenure is exactly supposed to end for as like past chancellor. I think FUHSO is nearing its 5th year at this point, right?
It should be the 4th.
Okay.
FUHSO started 2020. It was COVID-19 that slowed us down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is our 4th year.
So I think the plan is maybe before VC ends, we should be like.
Amen.
But wait, you're not concerned about like I don't know. I feel like haven't you got any kind of attachment to Otada? I don't know.
Actually, to some extent, you have a point. But we have to move. Like we need space, we need water, and by God's grace, we'll grow attachment with that place too.
We need to have something to say about this.
I have lots of things to say.
You feel emotional.
Winnie, you're not going to be Sakwachi Village or what?
I don't really give.
I'm gonna
see this
release
place. Not to concern me with this place, I won't lie. But the thing is, Rida is complaining about space. My house is comfortable. I don't know what you're talking about though.
Ziggy girls, you want to flex on us?
Exactly. Come on, my room is 3 times Rida's room. Like, even with the bathroom and kitchen inside. chill for me. So the thing is, if we go to the permanent site, definitely all the rooms were like measured, and so if those rooms are not built correctly, there's nothing you can do about it. But not like this, if you feel like moving to Ziggy, like my lodgers now they're very uncomfortable, they can easily move. But
Who told you I'm uncomfortable?
This level of shading,
Shading me, like I'm right beside you.
Will you beat me? I don't have a problem with you.
What did we do to you, Winnie?
You're my lodgers. It's natural.
Wow.
Well, concerning hostels, I usually hear from my mates in other universities that medical students' hostels are the most comfortable. So in my head, that's how it's going to be.
Are you comfortable?
Well, I'm in my own lodge.
Are you comfortable?
I'm in my own lodge.
So you're shading your own hostel.
I'm not like I'm shading my own hostel. What I'm trying to say is that God forbid you can stay in your hostel. What I'm trying to say is this hostel that is going to be built by the school, I feel like they will give us maximum comfort because we are doctors and like what we are facing as medical students, Risku, you can relate. You are seeing what I'm saying.
Oh God. It's again the schedule, the load and everything.
Guy, wow. I mean, it takes sacrifice to actually do anything that is outside book at this point.
But have you seen that what you ordered versus what you got? Do you know what that is?
What you ordered versus what you got? It's me that carry myself and feel from down to do medicine. It's alright. So
I just feel our expectations should not be that high about the permanent site hostels, because if there's anything you've learned about FUHSO, they don't show us this place at all. At all.
We'll just wait and see now. Hopefully things get better. And well, if they're actually planning to finish by the end of this year, then hopefully everywhere is like properly secured, and security has been a big issue lately, especially in the States. So just make sure that everything is on ground properly, and all those other things are required, like lecturers, teachers, everything. Like nothing should be out of place. Okay, moving on to the next thing on our agenda today, we have on Saturday, the outpouring program was held in Lecture Hall B, and I think it was a blessed time. Rida, you were there, right?
Yeah, I was there the whole time, and honestly, it was interesting. It was really, really interesting. At first, I was wondering, it was not organized by FUHSO Praise, then who was it organized by? And I realized it started from our very own student, Mercy, I think.
Shout out to Mercy. I think the program was quite nice, like a lot of like more of a worship concerts kind of thing, but prayers
and we had Apostle Bawa Idoko as our guest. And it was really a time in God's presence, to be honest. The worship session, the praise session. Oh my God, I was in front. If you did not see me that day, if you don't know Rida, she was the one that was dancing with red chicks. But then,
so Saturday was really good, and then I think at this point we'll give that general advice to our aspirants, to those beautiful souls who have decided that their place in April 2024 is going to be at Otada. So, Winnie and Rida, what advice will you give for our aspiring FUHSO students?
Rida, go first. I'm so emotional.
First of all, make sure you're mentally stable before you come here, please. Make sure you're mentally and spiritually stable. If you're a Muslim, hold your God. If you're a Christian, hold your God. Because it's not by your strength or by your power. FUHSO might make a bloody mess of you. Concerning water, please come with your jerry cans. I did not say you should come with tanker. Because before you come and finish the water for us, but just come with storage, like anything you can use to store water. It's actually very important. And also try to connect with your seniors, because you can't find your way around on your own. Like connect with,
you're gonna need past questions.
Exactly, that kind of thing, and you connect with them to know how they did it, because FUHSO is not a place you just jump in and you just do anything that you feel, connect with them and know the pattern, know how it's done, understand exactly, understand your lecturers and all that. If not, that lady is popular, and in my ex too.
I have no words.
You have no words.
Oh.
Winnie, what do you have to say?
A lot. Let's first start from kerosene and Gary.
Two very important.
Very important.
Because what were you thinking? Because you paid 500, you will not need Gary. I pity you. Also, hold enough kerosene. Like, you will need it, trust me. I was also talking to some aspirants and I was saying, I don't know how to cook. I will not cook. I'm allergic to Gary. I was like, you are
Allergic to Gary?
In this time and era.
I was just like, I'm bringing like how many bags of golden morn? Golden morn. And I was, they were like, they came that day. It's as if it was Mommy Israel, and they were like, there's someone low budget place. They don't see it
Low
as
budget. If you take me to Mommy Israel now, you can see it. Like that's valid.
It's a love language, actually.
It's actually a love language.
And they were like, it's unsanitary to eat in the open, blah, 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 blah. And then I used style.
No idea.
I used style because I said the children are loaded. And I just like gave them a hint. Yo, I sell food, Ziggy Kitchens. Very quick, you know. Since they don't like Mommy Israel, those children, I just pity them in advance. Like,
and one more thing. If you are sensitive to water, just have it in mind. Over here, your skin will get used to it.
Trust me, when we first came, we were like, why are these people in this whole ugly? Trust me.
What?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. Wow, that's painful.
Why are these people ugly? And trust me, we got to find. I mean, now it's like we're ugly. But the thing is, forget that whole men just do skincare is game. If you like don't do skincare, you end up looking like Shrek at the end of the day. Don't be a victim. Whole lip gloss. Please, as a man, have
that is low budget Canada. Forget the code here is interesting.
I don't know. I feel like somebody needs to go and study this code because I don't understand how it doesn't just work like normal code. It's not like normal code that you just feel around like oh it's cool. This code will enter like it's as if it's stabbing you with I don't know.
Another thing, please come with your mosquito nets, repellent socks. Because these mosquitoes have swords in their mouth because they can literally penetrate even your jeans to get to your skin. That's how bad they can be. And if you have issues with cooking, like clean water, bit dirty water, I think when your set came in, they said they cannot cook with our water.
We still can't cook
I don't see them.
don't see shit.
I don't see them.
Because why would you be cooking with water that looks like if you just add milk in the morning, breakfast,
So
don't set?
what do you see that cook?
A lot. I use pure water.
Pure, I'm shocked. This is fun. And this Otupo, you are rich, yo. But all in all, the thing is that you get used to it at the end of the day.
All in all, if you think you went to boarding school and you're prepared, sweetheart, you're not prepared. Everything you think you know or know it because you know nothing. Nothing at all.
And I think part of the thing with coming to FUHSO, you just need to be prepared to work hard. Like, you need to be prepared to, like, have to put in your effort.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people come and think, like, it's 100 level. I know 100 level in a lot of schools is not something that you're supposed to be. So, like, in this place, it makes it sound 100 level is like your final year, kind of. I don't even know. Like,
Especially when you meet Dr. Eli, God.
For people.
You know, at some point, we just gave up on we just gave up and we were like, man, just do what you want to do. We even stopped reading for his test at some point because it was so...
But don't like this test.
It just felt like a waste of time. But...
he gives things that are out of the box.
Yeah, he does.
But a lot of just general kind of stresses. But I think once you get used to it, once things start getting like in place for you.
Okay, I'm sorry, one more thing. Bring your own lab coats. Because
very important.
We're almost on 100 level. I've not seen our lab coats.
You paid how much for? My money.
No lab coats, so bring your own lab coats to avoid boring. Because some people smell like crayfish and kunu, and you will not want to be
Winnie. Not on podcast.
It's okay out of experience.
Well, it's actually important to bring your lab coat, your secondary school lab, just anything lab coats. Just bring it.
The borrowing and washing and cleaning and and then you have to borrow and then person is looking, where's my lab coat? All this kind of.
Yeah, if you have white ashwabi, you can also bring ashwabi.
God.
Okay, now I think our aspirants have gotten the idea basically of just be prepared. It's not a bad place once you like around, but just take some getting used to.
I want to say around the right people too. I mean, I like Otada not because I like the place. Well, because of the people I have around me.
Yeah,
If not,
yeah, I think your friends are very important. You have having people around you that support you and like. Well, I think friendships are very important in this place too.
it is, to be honest.
Okay.
So we have, of course, FUHSO Insiders. We're always good at bringing health tips to your fingertips, to your ears. Anyways,
Why do you say it like that?
so we have some tips on water safety, water management, small actions that can actually make a huge difference in water management. The first one here is be mindful of water usage. In the name of God, please be mindful of how much water you use. Some people used to bath with 2 buckets of water. Why?
So that you be clean.
Why?
2 buckets of water.
2 buckets of water.
Oh.
Please. All right. Also, ensure to turn off the taps tightly to avoid leaks and unnecessary wastage.
As the taps to the
To the tanks and all that is very important. Okay, and as for the water for bathing, if you normally they use like 2 buckets, in the name of God, even half buckets is enough to make you clean. Actually, depending on the size of the bucket, to be honest.
I said some people smell like crayfish and
I'm actually kidding, but then please, if you use 2 buckets of water, 1 bucket is enough. Why not that we are not at home? If you have boil in your house, you can relate. You can even leave the shower running. But you are in Otada, please, 1 bucket is enough. You can also collect and reuse water. Like after washing or something, instead of throwing the water away, you can use the water to flush your toilet or to mop. This one is very relatable. How can you throw your washing water away? What kind of money do you have? You used to buy water or you used to dig it out? Please be using it to flush your toilet. It's very important. Especially the rinsing water is very clean. Okay, and then your laundry, you can minimize the water you use for laundry, like washing a certain amount of clothes with the same water, but arranging it, like washing the white clothes first. We know these things now. You wash the white clothes first before you move to the colored clothes, and then you wash the black clothes last. There are some people that you can use 2 full buckets of water to wash how many clothes? Please, what are you washing? It's not that deep.
A handful, very small.
Exactly, like handful of clothes, and then you hear like there are people that actually enjoy like plenty water when they are washing.
So you have first rinsing, second rinsing, third rinsing, and then spraying.
I don't understand third rinsing.
Third rinsing is all the soap.
Winnie, you are one of them. All right, so. Report water-related issues. If you notice any water-related issues such as broken pipes or water pressure problems, report them to the appropriate authorities on campus for prompt repairs. Student Affairs Office is always open for you. Please report. Nevertheless, please ensure to educate others on, share the water management tips that you know with your fellow students to raise awareness about the importance of water conservation on campus, especially Otada campus. Please, it's very important. We beg you.
Okay, now I think that's a wrap for today's episode. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to share and share with your friends, or post on your status, wherever. You just tell people about the podcast and make sure they can pay a listen. Someone else might enjoy it as well. You can also find us on various social media handles, like on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I think anywhere that social media
literally anywhere.
at FUHSO Insiders, and then also on YouTube as well. Our podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, different places. Just make sure anyhow if you find us. So no worries there. Thank you for listening for the episode. We hope you had a good time too, and wish you best of luck in the week ahead.
You all have a lovely week. Ensure to stay stress-free. Very important, please. FUHSO.
Why are you lying?
I don't know. Just make yourself happy so you don't get so stressed out and all that.
Yeah, I guess that's it. We make our own happiness.
Yeah.
Okay, now until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.